and your sweet redemption. I will never let you down. Will it ever get funny? Oh, I wonder, honey, baby, how you make me sway. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. Saw you rolling steady, took it kinda heavy. Baby, I'm a loving kind. Jaded loving hazard doesn't really matter. Baby, say you will be mine. Take my affection and my safe protection. I will always be around. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey. I'm tired of being in the line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line.
Yeah, boy!
Say you
Legends! Oh my god, I felt like that song was going to go on forever and ever and ever. Oh my god, it is. What day is it? It's oh my god, it's Holo Monday. Legends, it is the 1st of August 2022. Can you believe that we have now been together almost 18 months? This is month 17. Less straight in with a $5.11 super chat.
Yeah, boy.
Saying, yeah, boy, he's gonna bring it on.
Yeah, boy!
Oh my god, there's so much to talk about tonight. We're gonna go through I haven't got my list in front of me. We're gonna go through golden crosses. We're gonna go through leverage trading. We're gonna go through stop losses. Really, really important that we talk about stop losses. There are a lot of stubborn people in this world that just won't apply stop losses. So we're going to show you why stop losses are really, really, really important when you are leverage trading. But most importantly, we have the legend that is Robert Holochain has created us a video which is on the Discord
You get
right now.
nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
That's gotta be Butterstarch, surely. There it is, Butterstarch in the house. Great to see you, Butterstarch. Hope you are well. Right. So, are we in a bear market still, or are we moving across into a consolidation market? And that was really the discussion that Robert Holochain wanted to get across in today's video. So, he has a YouTube channel that he is going to be building up on going forward, because this guy needs to be paid ad revenue for the amount of work that he does on the Discord is amazing. So we need to support this guy. I am going to link in his YouTube channel. Holochain Fraser, $6
Holo Legends to the moon.
Oh, Holo Legends to the moon. Did you see that, Van Leswer? He raised you. He was $5.11. He's raised you to $6. I see a lot of competition going on here between the CryptoBits. It's all good fun. It pays for the electricity cost for the CryptoBits to go. I know Van Leswer's made some serious dollar today, so bring it, bro. Bring it. Anyway, so in terms of Robert Holochain, here is the Legends channel. This is Robert Holochain. Eurocon with the $6.
Is this the bottom? Mad rocket coming soon. Man lifting weights medium dark skin tone. Man lifting weights medium dark skin tone.
Eurocon with the $6 super chat. Let's go. Right, that's awesome. Thank you very, very much. That's covered us very, very nicely. Right, let's talk about freaking Robert Holochain, the legend that is Robert Holochain. What a wonderful, wonderful guy that we have on the Discord, which a lot of the time during the bear market goes unnoticed. This is the legend that is Robert Holochain. This is his YouTube channel. I am going to put his link down in the chat so that you can all follow him, because he is going to be making more videos in the future, because I told him to. He doesn't like the sound of his own voice, which is fine. That is a massive, massive normal issue to deal with. I don't like the sound of my own voice. You know, I don't tend to watch back my own videos because I hate the sound of my voice, but it just is what it is. Legends. So, in relation to Robert Holochain, he has created this wonderful video in relation to ending bear market, ? Yes, with big exclamation marks. So we are going to watch Robert Holochain's video, and then we're going to discuss what we think, and I'll run back to the charts and we'll discuss Robert Holochain's theory. But Robert Holochain has been on the CryptoBits, which was the HoloTube back in the day, from like subscriber number 2 or 3. So has been super, super long follower and really, really good friend of mine. And really, really excited for us all to be making ridiculous amounts of cash in the crypto space in the future. People like, it's not all about the money. Well, why the frick are we in crypto then if it's not all about money? Because that's what we are chasing. So without further ado, this is Robert Holochain's first public video on the CryptoBits. I've been talking about the legendary Bitcoin. And without further ado, let's do it. Let's get Jonny Stang off the screen. And this is for you, Robert Holochain. Thank you very much for this video.
Yo, what's up guys? Robert Holochain over here, straight from the Netherlands. I want to show you the MACD of the long-term chart of BTC. As you can see, I just put some drops in here when it drops pretty hard. Most of the drops, they were all around 80%, just like right now, 76% down from the top. And have a look at the MACD. Anytime those drops were happening, the red sticks, they were 7. Over here you got 7, followed by a nice retrace, bottom of the bear, and there we go. This one too, 7 red ones, followed by a retrace, bullish cross on the MACD, and there we go. Right now we are 8 down. I expect the next one to be light red, and up is the way to go. Have a look at Holochain and you guys will know what I mean. 7 red down, and the reversal is just about to happen. Next to that, look at the RSI on the monthly of BTC. This is really chart porn, guys. Have a look at this. Isn't this screaming for a huge buy? Fill your bags, guys, before it's too late. Peace.
What a legend. Yes, so just to go through what Robert Holochain was talking about. He went through the MACD, which if you don't know what the MACD is, we can show you it and how it works. We also went through the relative strength index, and one thing that I do like, let me just forward across to the go to the end.
Fill your bags, guys.
Fill your bags. What I do like in this video is one thing that a lot of people could probably miss in the relative strength index, that you can't get inverse head and shoulder patterns on the relative strength index. That is a load of bullcrap, okay? You can get inverse head and shoulder patterns on the relative strength index. The rules are slightly different to how candles work, but there is a clear, and I mean a clear pattern here emerging of an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which is great news for the crypto space and extremely bullish for the short term. Usually, historically, July and August are very bullish months, and it's proven that because July, certainly with Ethereum has gone up 100% since when it dropped down to that 700 and whatever it was, $800 mark. It is now trading at 1,627. So it's 1x. It's doubled in price in the last 4 weeks. Those of you that say you are not making money in crypto, I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to be really harsh. But if you have not made any money in the last 6 weeks in crypto, it's not for you. All right, it really isn't for you. You've got to just look at the fundamentals of crypto. And I've got a friend that put $1,500 into a long position on certain coins and made 28 grand. All right, it is so easy to make these kinds of money if you know what you are doing. So that is where the turning point is happening, the CryptoBits, that we are going back to basics to try and really get you to hone in your skills, that it is so possible to make money in the crypto space. So in relation to this video, there are going to be more of these videos coming out in the future from Robert Holochain. It doesn't take that long. It's a 1-2 minute video that Robert can keep pumping out, putting it into the Discord for you all to see, and it's under the charts. Let's go across to the Discord so you can see all of Robert's work. Here we go, here and down. So charts analysis from Robert and Bram, here it is. So just everything is in there, all the information, and Robert posts so much information in here and has been doing it for a long time. The history of this this chat is ridiculous. And here are the videos, his latest video that he's put also not just on YouTube, but is that a different one on here as well? Is that the same one?
So here we have BTC again. So what I
here we go.
think what might happen.
Okay, so this is a 22 second long video. Let's just have a look. It's this one.
So here we have BTC again. So what I think what might happen is we will find some way up, probably test that 20 EMA, come back and down a little bit, break above.
Did you hear that? So you can see that Robert is using the same moving averages that we use on the CryptoBits. Okay, he's using the 20 EMA. I use the 21. There really isn't much difference in between there. So you can really home in on this information by looking at what's being said in the CryptoBits, listening to Robert, and then going and do your own research, getting yourself on TradingView and really panning this out. Okay, we shall continue. Robert Holochain, the legend.
Above it, test it again, then just swing around a little bit, maybe test the high, flash crash down, shake out the weak hands, and off we go.
So weak hands, right? People talk about weak hands. What does that mean? Well, it's people where the price goes up and they're like, yes, we're making money, let's go, everything's really exciting, and then you get that huge red. People panic, and when they panic, they just sell. Okay, when I first got into crypto, I had $200 on XRP, and from that $200, I made something like 320, and then I saw a huge red. Okay, and I literally panicked. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to lose all of my money. This is going to zero. And I sold, and all of a sudden, we just disappeared straight up to the side. And I was like, Okay, this is some kind of game that's being played, and that's what happens in the crypto space. A lot of you do panic. Not most of you lot are freaking hard hodlers, but there are people that will panic and sell. Where what you could possibly do is change your mentality and go, all right, so I bought in at a position. Let's just say you bought in at this position here, and the price has gone up, and then you've got a flash crash. Or a weathered crypto legend, you would go, nice one, flash crash. I bought here, there's another position here at 34k, I'm going to buy some more. Great. Okay, and then as the price disappears off, and then you're in a position where you're thinking, actually, I'm making some good money here, some good bang, I'm going to take profits, then take profits. When the relative strength index gets to 80 and 90 on the 4 hour, it's very, very hard for that to keep going further up unless we are in a full bull run. Okay, we're not going to be in a bull run until, in my opinion, 2024. But what Robert is saying now, this is not financial advice, he believes that we are at the bottom. Okay, and there is a lot of information flying around the internet of giving you those signals subliminally. Did I say that right? Subliminally? Blah, blah, subliminally. But yeah, okay. In relation to tonight, we have run an epic trade. We're in an epic trade with Ethereum Classic. And I have shown a couple of you this trade, and this trade is going to be going on throughout the whole show, and I think I might even run it over the night as well. But I just wanted to show you first, in relation to leverage trading, it is extremely risky in the fact that you could lose all of your money. I was minus $4. I am now plus $2. It's not a big trade, all right? I'm only trading with $130. Nothing major. It's a little bit of fun for us. I'm going to show you how to leverage trade and how dangerous it is, how bad trades can go very, very quickly, and how good trades can go very, very quickly. But the first thing that I wanted to show you, I'm sorry, I can't see the chat. Let me just put the chat up on the screen so I can see what you lot are doing. Robert Holochain sounds like a posh version of Vanessa.
Emotional damage.
Amazing. Oh dear. Once it starts, this hopium is going to make me pitch a 10. You sound like Van Lesford did before. What is the abuse of Van Lesford tonight? I love it. So I use Bybit for leverage trading, and this is the trades that I've created for tonight, which is a long trade. So there's two kinds of trades that you can do. You can open up a long trade, which is where you predict the price of the cryptocurrency to go up. Okay, and then you also can open a short trade, which is where you predict the price of the cryptocurrency to go down. Okay, and a few moments ago, we was what, $3 up, $2.60, and now we are $1 down because we're getting this cheeky little crash at the bottom. Now, the reason why I have opened up a long position was because on Ethereum Classic, on the 15-minute, the relative strength index is below 15. Okay, so there is a strong possibility that from a 15 or below RSI, the price is going to work its way back up because it is what is classed as oversold, meaning that the price is cheap. Also, what I can see with the price of Ethereum Classic right now is we have had what Robert likes to say, this flash crash. Each candle represents 15 minutes of time, and the price of Ethereum Classic has dropped considerably from $36 all the way down to this $33 mark. So with Bitcoin being as bullish as what it is right now, and it hasn't had a great day. Okay, Bitcoin is down 1%, Ethereum is down 3%. So we've got a few tokens that are down today, which means that have we hit the local bottom for the 15-minute, meaning that I could get a cheeky little trade. We do have a really, really straight support line here, which again made me think, all right, we're ranging on a support line and we're also hitting a resistance line, which is the top of this. We have now broken above this resistance line. So are we going to get a bounce to the upside? Hence why I run this trade. Just while I've been talking to you, it's gone from -$1 to +$1. So we're what's called consolidating, because the price is bouncing between a top price and the low price. There is very, very little volume at the minute, and we're going to get to an indecision where the price breaks out a little bit, comes back and touches support, and what I'm hoping for is the price disappears off. I make a cheeky $30, $50 or more. But this is where it gets super, super exciting, all right? And that is if the price does disappear off to the upside, let's just say right now that the price was to go up to $36 in a flash. What I would do is I have what's known as a stop loss. So if the price now was to drop all the way to $32.84, okay, that would mean that I would lose $19.72 with a 38.50% loss. So all that would happen out of my $130 is that I would lose $19.72 if the price was to crash. You know, a massive red line now, or a steady line overnight, and the price continues to come down. I've lost $19 overnight. Okay, it is what it is. But if the price was to take off to the upside, then what I can do is I can move this up and down, so that, let's just say I come up to here, I'm going to put my stop loss to about here. So I would have earned myself some money. And then after the price crashes down, I will always close in a profit. Okay, some people say, well, stop losses are a waste of time because it could come back and then disappear to the upside. Yes, it could. But one, what if you're asleep? Two, you have to shoot out somewhere. Three, you'll lose internet connectivity for 6 hours. All right, you are not in control of your own destiny. Not in control of it. This gives you a really, really good peace of mind that if the worst thing was to happen, you're only going to lose, let's say, $19 out of the $130 trade. Okay, there is also something called leverage, and you can leverage up to 100x if you wish. I only use very, very small leverages. This is a 3.95x leverage. It's a very, very small leverage because I don't want to lose my money very, very quickly. And with $130, your liquidity price is liquidity price isn't great. Okay, so liquidity is $25.88. So that $130 that I have got risks on the crypto market, leverage market right now, means that if the price was to drop to $25.88, I would lose the full $130. Okay, gone. And you get what's called a margin call. What's an ideal stop loss percentage when you trade? I tend to fit it between the 15 to 30% mark, around there. Okay, but it's up to you. It's entirely up to you. You can have it as much as down into that support there. So if the price was to now bump all the way down, it would close it. And then that means that I would lose $8.62. But it's what you can physically afford the price to come down to. I like to leave it just in case we get a little, I like to drop it down a bit just in case we do get some kind of heavy drop. You're going to find that the relative strength index being as low as what it is. So if we go across to Litecoin right now, and let's just have a look at what's going on with Litecoin. Let's go across here. So Litecoin on the 15-minute, you see the relative strength index touching that 15. That's where you kind of want to put the trade in. I put the trade in here. So we did come down a bit, and we're now heading our way back up by the looks of it. The ideal situation with the relative strength index being 38 is still pretty bullish. We could still get a movement back up. What I'm hoping to this 55 relative strength index. All right, yes. All right, I've got to be careful because I do see a head and shoulder pattern. But what could happen in relation to this head and shoulder pattern is it could do that. All right, 55 EMA comes down. We could potentially get a cheeky little movement up here to the upside. I'm not even looking. I'm looking at the wrong freaking one. I was like, that pricing right. There it is. Oh my god, freaking amateur hour already. I was like, that doesn't look right. Doesn't look right at all. Here we go, legends. This looks more like it. What an idiot. So you got to look at the history. What has gone on previously with Ethereum Classic, not freaking Litecoin. What's gone on previously with Ethereum Classic, and we've had this break.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I absolutely 100% deserve it. So what we've had here is we've had this relative strength index, and we've had this drop down to the 15 EMA, and then we've had a bullish divergence. The price has come back up and touched that 55 EMA again. Great. Okay. And what we're doing is we're actually seeing that again. We're seeing a medium relative strength index on that 50, a drop below the 15 EMA, and then heading back up again. So I could make a cheeky little trade off the back of this, is what I'm hoping for. If we can get a cheeky 3%, that means I could possibly quite easily get to a 10% profit off the back of this. Fine by me. We will see how this plays out in tonight's show. If we lose, we lose. If we gain money, we gain money. With the relative strength index being as low as it is, it's possible that we could get a break up to the upside. So this is the trade right now. But one thing that is really, really, really key, okay? And all of you have to do it if you are leverage trading, is that you put a stop loss in. Please, 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 if you are learning how to leverage trade, that you, first and foremost, once you have put your trade in, you go to this EPSL, which is your stop loss and your take profit. That's what TP stands for, take profit. SL stands for stop loss. Make sure you press the little pencil and you put your stop loss in. It's really, really easy to understand. You've got your entry price, which is the price that you opened up the entry, which was $34.15. Your liquidation price, which is the price where you will literally lose 100% of your cash. So just stick a stop loss in. I put it there. Look, it's 34.115 that I started, and my stop loss is at $33. So that doesn't feel like much of a range, but remember the liquidity is much higher for Litecoin, so it's going to drop pennies as opposed to pounds, just like Bitcoin. And it shows you at the bottom that your expected loss will be $15.97 with a return of investment of minus 31%. Okay, so please, please be super safe if you are trading like this. Okay, you can put trailing stops on so that it follows it up as the price goes up. I'm more kind of a guy that if I am trading, I keep an eye on it. So make sure that you are keeping an eye on this movement and putting a stop loss on that you feel comfortable with. Okay, it's a big gamble, $130 and you're losing $20 of it. It's a lot, but it's better than you losing zero completely. Okay, it's happened so many times. I've seen people get wrecked so many times, and I don't want you to get wrecked. Obviously, if you're opening up a short position, which is where we predict the price to come down, then your stop loss is going to be up here as opposed to down here, because you're expecting the price to come down. So if the price reverses and comes up, you want your stop loss to be above. Okay, makes sense. And Bybit is very, very easy for you to be able to do that. It is a great platform. I was upset when we lost Binance, but Bybit now, I'm getting the hang of it. I fully understand what's going on. So get yourself across there. Captain Kirk Coinslinger is in the house and said, been there a couple of times. Thought of another sound clip. Ivan Drago, you will lose. Okay, we'll find Ivan Drago, you will lose, and we'll download that and add it to the sound clip. Amazing. I love it. I love the way that CryptoBits is just naturally built from you lot over the days. Okay, so let's go across to Bitcoin and have a look what has happened with Bitcoin over the last week, because you haven't seen me for a week. You haven't seen me for a week, and it's, do you know what? It's been nice. It's been nice just to chill for a bit. So sometimes you just burn yourself out, and I was a little bit burnt out. I was extremely moody. I was tired. It is harvest, so we're super busy with combine harvesters, and obviously I'm policing, and we've got this little cool thing that's happening in the future. Can't tell you what it is just yet, but it's going to be huge. But the CryptoBits is going to be bigger than you could possibly imagine. Like, bigger than you can possibly imagine. To the point where I know how much you lot trust me now. It's going to change your life, is this thing that myself and a bunch of people are creating. All right. It might take some time until release it, but just to let you know that I am going away, not this weekend, but the next weekend, on a business trip to set this up. Okay. So it's super exciting, but it's totally top secret. All right. We can't discuss anything in depth as to what it is because of the agreement terms, but I can tell you that something in the background is happening that is going to massively help you in the future. All right, and it is to do with a particular cryptocurrency, just one particular cryptocurrency that we tend to follow quite a bit. All right, I'll leave it at that, legend. I'll leave it at that. But it's super exciting. Super exciting. Okay, so let's go across now to Bitcoin and have a look at this. So we have, in the past 7 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we was down here at 21,000 when we last saw you. It was last Monday. Tuesday, we was playing some games. What was we playing? Poker. And then I didn't understand how to play poker. So we started playing blackjack, and that was great. But the price has since then risen a considerable amount. It actually went up 16%. Did Bitcoin in the space of 1, 2, 3, 4 days, which is amazing. This is what I mean. If you're not making money in the crypto space over the last four weeks, what the frick are you playing at? Seriously, because it is a great arena for us to make some cheeky money. Yeah, blackjack was fun. Martin, could you do some TA on that new Stang book? Slick Sumos, hi Johnny, here from Tenerife and loving life. Wow. Let's hope you can recruit some new CryptoBitsers from Tenerife. Okay, so we are currently looking at the daily, and what it doesn't look great. All right, that looks like one freaking massive Wyckoff pattern, and in fact, that is exactly what it was. We was living after the bull run in a Wyckoff manipulation pattern. The thing is, right, in relation to Bitcoin, with the price dropping as much as it has from its all-time high of 69,000 all the way down 17,600, right? Bitcoin cannot keep dropping like this at this rate. Otherwise, it will kill itself. It will wipe itself out. It will go to zero. So what has to happen is there has to be some kind of relief rally and some consolidation movement happening within the next 12 and 18 months in order for Bitcoin to stay alive. Can Bitcoin go to zero? Yes. But then can Amazon go to zero? Yes. It is a risk asset that you are investing in. Look at Luna, for example. All right, we made tremendous money off Luna, incredible amounts of money off the back of Luna. It was great, but it freaking died. It just went because the owner of Luna was arrogant. Simple as that. It was a complete and utter dick. And don't mess with people on the internet. They are brutal. So in relation to Bitcoin, for me, 17k has to be the bottom, because in relation to the miners, he can do qual. That's good. So in relation to Bitcoin, 17k for me feels like the bottom, because anything lower and the people mining the damn stuff will be in a massive loss. Okay, they'll be in a huge loss, because in order to mine the Bitcoin, it requires a tremendous amount of electricity, energy power, whether that's solar power, whether that's water power, whether it's volcanic rock power. Regardless, there is still a cost involved in relation to that. So 17k being a flat bottom makes freaking sense, because anything below that, they will not be able to make enough Bitcoin to pay their electric bills. So what they're doing right now is they're living on tick over. They're making a bit of Bitcoin, which they're putting to one side ready for the next bull run, but they're having to spend Bitcoin in order to pay for their electric costs and maintenance of their graphics card. If you don't understand what a miner is, freaking YouTube it, and you will see that it's not just some spotty teenager or Jonny Stang in the back of his room with a little computer and a few graphics cards. No, it is a huge freaking chicken shed that goes on forever and ever and ever, and the amount of power that that thing bellows out is insane. So with the current halving of 6.25, I think we are at the moment, we need to stay above that 17k mark. What's happening right now, what we can see is some kind of crazy pattern that people are saying, look, Bitcoin's going to drop one more time. All right, if it does, fair enough. You're getting cheap Bitcoin because we don't have to run miners. So if we do get another drop to the bottom, so be it. But this is slightly acting differently to what we saw back here in May and June. Historically, July is an extremely bullish month for us. August is an extremely bullish month for us. So we are in a really, really good position. There are some key price targets that you've really got to be aware of now and in the near future. The next 4 weeks, we could see an amazing rise, and I'm thinking 28.5k for Bitcoin the next 4 weeks if this does play out. And it has to play out, okay? We've tried to test it once and we've failed. So that's why we've had to have this cooling off. So what the frick am I talking about? So it is this resistance line here at the 24,300. The price came down and had a little bit of a relative strength index reset and then popped up to the upside. We did break above it, but we didn't close above it on the daily. We just wicked above the 24,300. Now, if we get a close above the 24,300, we are almost guaranteed the price to go to 28k if the price goes above that. Why do I say guaranteed? Because 24,300 is our last iron wall before there is nothing above us. So by the time people start building their short positions up, Bitcoin would have already have risen to 28k. There is a building happening in terms of short positions starting to happen at that 28k price because people are getting ready for it. If the price doesn't sustain and we don't consolidate along this line here, let me move it down across here. If we don't consolidate across there, we're going to lose what looks like an inverse head and shoulder pattern, and we're going to break back down and touch this green support here around that 20,000 mark. We don't want that because that's just going to push us back another couple of weeks. All right, we didn't get the Sunday dump like we was expecting. In fact, it was just a beautiful little day. Really not a bad day at all, and we are in this consolidation phase on the daily. So what am I expecting? Exactly like what Robert Holochain has said. We're expecting some sort of sideways movement before a little cheeky breakout, and it looks something like this. Sideways movement, a little cheeky breakout, all right, comes back down touches the support, and then we disappear off to that 28k. I have not looked at Robert Holochain's TA because he sent that video this evening about a couple of hours ago, and I'd already done my TA on this. I'd already worked out my price targets, and all that happens every single time, Robert just confirms pretty much like what I am saying. Just an update on our legendary trade this evening. We are now $2.17 up. All right, so I'm kind of happy now just to push my stop loss up a little bit. Not much. Let's just push it up to 33,410. So then what that means is I'm now, rather than losing $19, I'm losing $11 if the price was to crash down. All right, always adjust your stop losses. Don't forget about it. Don't be greedy as well. Okay, never be greedy and think, all right, it's fine. If we get a dump down, I'm happy for it to go to 32. No, don't do it. All right. Just enjoy yourself and be safe in the crypto space, because there is always another bullish day. Always another bullish day. And you're going to win a lot more because you're going to have that money left over in your leverage trading positions rather than you getting wrecked and losing $30, $40 on each trade. I'm only going to lose $11 if the price drops down now. But I am fairly confident, looking at this consolidation, with the relative strength index being as low as it is, that we're going to have a nice cheeky rise up to the upside. Windy pops. I might actually be able to bring up RSI up on here for you. Relative strength index. There we go. Look at the relative strength index here. That's awful. Settings. Ooh. How the frick do I change that? That one. Settings, style. Get rid of that. Turn it to white, make it a bit thicker, and inputs, style. I don't want the background. There we go. There you go, team. So you can see that we've got a low relative strength index, right? So there's a high probability of the price going up as opposed to going down. This is why I've put a long position in. I hope you understand. Okay. Just a quick one from George Bethune. Johnny, can you look at Quant also, please? Yeah, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at QNT to find out what is going on. Now, please bear in mind, I have not done any research on QNT for quite some time. So I need to just have a look to see what's going on. First of all, what I can see on the daily is that the relative strength index is pretty high. Okay, so unless you have not put a trade in when the relative strength index was at 15, sorry, is pretty high. So just wait to see what happens, certainly on the long term in relation to the daily. I would not be putting a trade in this right now. In fact, if I was to put a trade in, I would be putting in a short position. Okay, but again, I haven't looked at this, so I'm just going off the top of my head. In relation to buying the 15 and selling the 70 on the daily time frame, that would have given you a nice cheeky profit of 177%. Now, if you leverage that, that would have been a crazy amount of money indeed. Some people could say to you, well, you know, there is this one here where the price has just consolidated and the relative strength index has been low, but still, if you bought the dip on the 30, you would have still made money. Here, okay, we've got the relative strength index going up, but then we've got the price coming down. That's known as a bearish divergence. Okay, so it's tricking you to think that it is going to go up. And at some point, it actually did. We got a nice cheeky rise up here of 14%, but then the price crashed. Do you see how important stop loss is there now with that? Because if you just ignored it, you had your stop loss here, you'd only come down to here before you lost money. But if you trailed your stop loss, so it kept creeping up, when that dump did happen, you would have still made money off the back of it. Really important that you get your head around with it. We will do trading nights where you can see what's happening, see what's going on. We'll do some losses to show you what it looks like when you lose money, how quick it happens, and so on and so on. So this is quants on the daily. Now we do have a W pattern that has emerged. First thing that I want to do is I want to inspect this W pattern. So this is what I do when I get on my computer on an evening. I will start drawing out, and I see a nice cheeky W pattern that's emerged there. And all we do is we go from that left hand side to the center, we wait for a support target, and we bring that to there, and it is absolutely perfect. The W pattern played out exactly as predicted, and it went from that price of $50 to the target of $81 in the space of a week, right? 6 or 7 days. Touched the support again, brought the relative strength index not down, just below the 70, and then had another pump to the upside. Okay, so what is happening again? So what I see happening right now is what could potentially be, because we are bullish, is pushing the relative strength index up above that 50. We could certainly see another W pattern emerging. And what's really, really cool as well is I see a beautiful support. We've got a touch of the candles here. We have a touch of resistance there, and then we've also got some sort of support happening within this range here. So if I put it in between, I know that we've got a nice bottom there. We've also got an iron wall, which is that the 200 EMA on the daily, and you can see we've touched it once, twice, 3 times. So we could get a rejection. And why could I see a rejection as opposed to a bullish movement? You cannot predict the future, so you've got to go with what you see. All right, I see a W pattern emerging. So if I do a W pattern, it has to come down. All right, and it has to be slightly higher than the left hand side of the W. I love bottoms. Brilliant. And then you're going to get that breakout. What's also cool is that this 200 EMA, we could actually use that as the support before the breakout to the upside. So where would I be putting my trade in? Well, if I was an average trader, I'd put a short position in. Because the relative strength index being as high as what it is, I predict that we're going to print a second W pattern before heading up to the upside. So I could put a short position in because I think the price is probably going to come down here. And then when it hits that support line, have a look at where the relative strength index is. If it is below the 50 relative strength index, you could have a look at putting a long position in, but that's extremely risky. The best time for you to put it in would be above support lines. Okay, so right now I cannot tell you where the support line is. It is roughly down here at $86 and we're at 102. So we've got to have some pullback, right? It might not happen. And if it doesn't happen, the price just disappears back above that 200 EMA. We're looking at a possible short position, so we would have got wrecked anyway. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, we don't need to look at the daily, do we? So we have a look at opportunities and a lower time frame. Let's see what's going on here. So we do have a crash down way below that 200 EMA, and then a bounce back up. So we know that that 200 EMA is a strong level of support. Also, what we've got, and a few of you may have missed out on this, is on the 4 hour, we do have a golden cross. Now, what a golden cross is a crossing from the 55 EMA going above the 200 EMA. So if you put a trade in that golden cross, which would have been here, right now, like I said, trade the crosses, sell the death crosses. That would have given you a nice cheeky gain of 48% from the 8th of July until now. That's why HOT feels great, because we've got a golden cross on HOT and the price is slowly moving up. Regardless of what the candles are telling you, all right, we are bullish. We're extremely bullish. Regardless of us looking at that daily where we're thinking we're going to have some sort of retracement before heading up to the upside, on the 4 hour, we've got a really good picture to say long term, we are actually bullish. All right, we're having what looks like a nice cheeky bullish reversal, possibly before we possibly before we go into some sort of consolidation pattern. What crypto is doing is it's getting people back in interest into the crypto space so that money disappears back into the crypto space. Okay, so this is quant. What am I looking at, quant? Well, right now I can see a few things that's happened. All right, I can really, really dig into this and start drawing some epic lines. And what looks great for me is this first one here, which is this movement to the upside. You see, resistance, had to pull back, touch support, break out, breaks absolutely blasted through, touched it with a doji candle. There's your doji candle, team, here. That's your doji. Realize, all right, I'm not done yet. Breakout, made this resistance line into support. We lost it. It tried to get back up again, resistance, and then it's come back to look at lower prices. All right, it went a little bit crazy. It dropped below the 200 EMA, and the 200 EMA bounced it back up because everyone realized that the price just then had dipped 31%. The average drop in any crypto space during a bull market is 30%. Great, let's take it. So people longed it. Why did they long it? Because the relative strength index was below 15. All right, I'm going to say that a million times before you get the hang of it. Relative strength index came and touched the 70, hit a local top, and the price came back down. Why? Oh, because people sold on the 70 relative strength index. Really, really simple. Okay, it's mega, mega easy once you get your head around relative strength index, price movement. Is the relative strength index following the price movement? Meaning, is the relative strength index coming down and the price coming down? George Bethune, I just keep buying and holding. All right, I have made the most money by buying and hodling. That's where I make my big bucks. But with the person that I am, I get bored. So I have to leverage trade to make myself excited. And I've lost quite a lot of money leverage trading, but I've also made a ridiculous amount of money leverage trading as well. So I'm still in the plus, regardless of all the times that I myself have got wrecked, because I've learned the hard way by not putting stop losses in. It's all about having no emotion whatsoever. No emotion. And I made $51 today on a trade with Chili's coin. Thanks to Van Leswer. Van Leswer gave us the tip. I love big bucks and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a guy walks in with a big bag of money and rubs it in my face, I get sprung. GC on hot. These short words drive me crazy. Golden cross on hot. We'll do it. So let me just show you, all right, quickly, because we're on the 4 hour. In relation to hot, yes, we have got a golden cross on the hot, which happened. When did it happen? The 31st of July at 9 a.m. So it happened yesterday at 9 a.m. Legends. I hope you was freaking watching. Okay, great opportunity to see some movement back up if I'm not mistaken. Great. So moving down again, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So the 1 hour time frame gives us some really good opportunity. Good opportunity from what I'm seeing. I am seeing an inverse head and shoulder pattern on the 1 hour, meaning that the short to medium term looks pretty good. And does that mean that we are going to come back and retest that resistance on the 1 hour with quant? Can you see how the story is different? Long term looks a little bit bearish for quant, but short term, it is actually looking really good that we could actually get some cheeky little pump, maybe come and touch this resistance here, come back and touch that, which does look realistic, which would be a nice cheeky 8% movement to the upside. But again, you have to do your research. Got to do your research. It's really important. Once we get that movement up and we touch this as support, then this inverse head and shoulder pattern could actually come into play. And it's freaking huge. All right, where does that sit? If it does play out, it is perfect. It's a breakup back into this kind of region, and we are bullish. All right, it's great. It's looking good. It is looking good indeed. So that's quant. All right, I went into a bit more depth than I expected, but that is fun. All right, let's look at our trusted HOT. Right now, HOT is printing what looks to be a massive W pattern. And I'm extremely bullish on HOT right now. Hence why on Twitter, you see me chucking loads of money into HOT, okay? Because I do expect, in my opinion, to see a huge burst the upside with XRP in the next 4 to 6 weeks. With XRP, with HOT in the next 4 to 6 weeks. What is wrong with my brain? Why did I say XRP? There is no XRP on this freaking screen, apart from Martin. Oh yeah, butterscotch. Yes, XRP too, why not? Maybe it was a sign, just subconsciously manifesting itself. XRP, just like, yeah, get me in, Jonny Stang. Give us some XRP action. So yeah, we could potentially experience what looks like a breakout, some kind of full breakout, or a reversal, disappear back down, and then we get that breakout. And this is the price target that I am looking for, and it is 0.002779 is our next level of resistance. And then what I want to see is I want to see us get rid of this freaking line. This 2350 is driving me absolutely bonkers, as well as the 2100. I am sick of seeing those price targets. I saw a lad on the M62 motorway. That's close. That's close to me. M62. That goes from Hull all the way to Manchester. It's a beast of a road. Number plate was NFT boy. I saw a registration plate, and Doge was a ridiculous price, like 0.0009, and the registration plate said buy Doge. And back then, I didn't like Doge. I hated it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. It's just a sign. It's just a registration plate, and that was a freaking sign from whoever telling me to buy Doge. And I didn't buy it, and I would have been mega rich now. Butterscotch, Johnny, have you ever been a whale in a crypto project? I mean, no, I haven't. What is the definition of a whale? In relation to my crypto journey, I turned $450 into $50,000. That was one of my biggest achievements, and then I have multiplied that numerous times from leverage trading, from shorting, from buying the 15s, buying below the 15s and selling it above the 70s. That's all I do. All right, I don't make it complicated at all. I just look for opportunities. All right, look at all the opportunities that we've had here on this 1 hour chart. Let's just play with this 1 hour chart right now to show you my strategy, what I do, and how it freaking works. So the first one here, back on the 18th of June. All right, you put a trade in, buy below the 30. This one actually went pretty low. It went right down to 20 relative strength index. Buy the 30, sell the 70. There's 38%. Okay, sold it. Waited for the next below the 30, which was this one here, and then sell the 70. Here is another break up to the upside, another 16%. So I've done 38% plus 16%. Another one, break to the downside, I buy it, and then I sell the 70. It is not rocket science. So here's one here, a little bit of a scary one because the price came down a bit, but sell the 70, another 20%. So there's 36, 56, 66, and all those dots happened is the price has gone sideways. All you need is patience. That is all you need. All right, we've got another one here on the 26th of July. Relative strength index was below the 30. Sell at the 70, another 25%. Right, how could people get this so wrong when it is so easy? It is so easy because what people expect is that as soon as they buy, they expect the price to disappear off to the upside. But it doesn't work like that. All right, it does, and some leverage. Yes, of course, some leverage. So look at this. Look at our legendary trade at this moment in time. We are now getting to the point where the price is tightening. Right, we're getting some really, really small candles. So it has to go one way or the other. Okay, I don't know which way it's going to go. Relative strength index looks low, so I'm expecting some sort of pump to the upside. That's what I'm hoping. But if it doesn't happen, the price crashes, then I can save myself. All right, I feel a little bit tetchy. I'm a little bit concerned that the price is going to crash. So what I do is I just up my stop loss, possibly to that line there. All right, because we're in a position right now where I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit concerned. I think maybe we are going to see a possible dump with this. So why would I risk losing any much more than $8? Why would I risk that if I feel that we are going to go down? But we are printing what looks like doji candles. There's a few doji candles, which is a sign of a price reversal. All right, we are on the 15-minute. So this is the start of a new candle. We could see some nice greens happening. But always think about your risk. Always think about your risk. Cedric, I'll tell you how it works. As soon as I buy, my money disappears. That is a real freaking shame, bro. That is a real shame. I hope that your luck turns around very, very soon. And I am trying my best to show you how to time the market right and not time it wrong. Because what people do, and this isn't against you, you personally, this is not a personal vendetta hit against you. It isn't, all right? This is true to life. People tend to buy when the feeling is good in the crypto space. What you should be doing is buying when everything is bleak. Everything feels rubbish. People on the internet saying crypto's a scam. All right? Be a wolf. Don't be a freaking sheep. A wolf goes alone, has a little bit of has a pack of people like the CryptoBits, but then you have these people that are sheep that just follow the crowd and go, all right, fine. Let's just do that. Let's just go on there. No problem. So be a wolf. Have a look. Download TradingView onto your computers or your mobile phone. Right? There's no excuse. I am a lion. Minus 5k at the moment. Not a biggie. If HOT goes up, little I'm in profit again. Yeah. That's fine, right? But for a lot of people, 5k is a lot of money. Okay? In the crypto space, you can really, really make that back very, very quickly. Like really, really quick. And HOT can do this. Let's have a look at Chiliz, CHZ, USDT, just to show you what has happened with Chiliz today. And look at what it did. This is what Chiliz did. This is why we shorted this. I made $50 off this short. The price touched the resistance mark of 16 cents and then came back down to that 14. I closed it, or the stop loss closed it when it pumped back up. All right, this is why stop loss is really, really important, because this one here, I managed to capture all of this, and then I had my stop loss set to around about 14.9, I think it was. No, it was much less than that. 14.7 maybe. So as the price came back up, it activated my stop loss. I was like, yep, that's it. I know where the support is, so I'm out. I'm done. Holo Coco in the house. What's going on? Holo Coco, I'm down in HOT $300,000. If you want to know who the whale is in this crypto space, it's Holo Coco. But the thing that I like, the reassurance of the CryptoBits, is that if you have somebody in the CryptoBits that has quite happy to advertise that they're down $300,000, how much do they actually have in the crypto space? They have mega amounts of money. Okay, so we're a well-trusted channel. Holo Coco is freaking amazing on Twitter, absolutely amazing, and it's great to see him in the CryptoBits on a regular basis. So it means that I'm not talking bullcrap. Surely. Surely. Okay. One thing that I did want to talk to you about is relation to recession. Because you're going to find over the next couple of weeks now, scaremongering everywhere about recession. And I just want to discuss the situation that are we in a recession as of yet. And it looks like America is shifting the goalpost, all right, quite a bit. So please do your research on recession, because this spring and the summer have brought a second quarterly decline in real gross domestic product, or GDP. And since this marks a commonly understood definition of recession, many have declared this unwanted turn, and the White House has pretty obvious reasons, is reluctant to use the dreaded word, which is recession, and has used technicalities to avoid doing so. So start learning up about recession and what recession means. Try and get your head around the recession situation, because it is important that you understand what is going on in relation to recession. In my opinion, we're not there yet, because when a recession happens, you tend to find unemployment rises considerably. Okay, and now what's happened is people are coming out of the COVID situation and they're getting their jobs back and they're finding new jobs. We are finding that there is a resistance against this whole recession situation. So please do some research on recession and just get your head around it, so that when you start seeing the news of the next week, you are not panicking. Okay. So just to finish off, because I'm 7 minutes late to my all-important meeting, what do we expect for Bitcoin and HOT? Well, we expect to see what looks like some sort of consolidation movement over the next few days. But the Biden admin said there's no recession. Carmelo, the Biden admin, also said that they have the greatest reduction in the price of fuel that's ever happened in all of parliamentary. But what they failed to discuss was that they've also had the biggest price hike in fuel in all of the presidency, but they just don't see it. All right, it's very one way discussed. I don't like it. I think politicians are horrible people. So what do we expect? We expect to see some sort of consolidation movement with some possible flash crash downwards, and then a possible rise to the upside. Hopefully, we can then get a breakout and try and touch over the next few weeks that $28,000 Bitcoin. Biden also said you can't get COVID in vaccinated. I don't know. I think the guy's an absolute Fruit Loop, if I'm honest. But anyway, there we go. So keep an eye on the charts. I will keep you updated on the legendary trade to see what's happening with it. Right now, we're still chilling, and I'll keep flicking through this tonight. But I've got to shoot off for this meeting. It's a very, very important meeting. It's in your benefit, and we'll keep you updated on this, legends. So without further ado, I'm going to bugger off, and I will see you tomorrow night, believe it or not. We'll be coming. Biden also shakes hands with no one. No, he just smells children's hairs, which I think is really, really weird. So yes, we'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. and we'll give you an update in the crypto space as to what's going on. Hopefully this does turn positive, so you can see some really, really good stuff happening within crypto. But if not, I'll just get stopped out on this resistance bar. So stay out of trouble. Have a wonderful night. It's been great to see you, and I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. Netherlands time. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, legends. And of course, as always, stay out of trouble and witchcraft. And peace. Peace, you freaking legends. In a bit. Have a wonderful night. Peace.
You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fork still holds your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules, talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. I've got my moves, I've got my song. When I turn my mojo on, I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long when I use my witchcraft.